Hey guys, welcome back to the Nice Guy Show. I'm author Phil Torresivia here with Dr. Ward and Kathy McLaughlin. And now this is the fun part of the show. We don't have to talk about disease and illness anymore. We can talk about the Oscars and Jennifer Lopez's left tit, I guess, right? Wasn't that crazy? Why are people so obsessed about a little tiny sliver of a person's boob might have been seen? What is it?
I don't understand it.
I don't
It's a body.
understand it.
It's a body. We can have violence thrown all over the place.
Well,
This is just a body.
Exactly, and here's what I find really crazy about it too. Like if I took my shirt off now and showed my breasts, my boobs, my nipples, no one would have a problem with it from a certain distance. I'm not saying that I'm totally unsightly, but if you were to zoom in then just on my nipple, it would become gross at a certain distance. And my thought, I mean, at what distance does the nipple become gross and unsightly, or interesting even for that matter, or obscene, or something that a child can't see? I just don't understand why it's such a big deal.
Yep.
There's so much else to talk about, on that show, and how beautiful the women were, and how, classy the guys looked, and how great a lot of the movies were. But no, we got to talk about a little exposed nipples.
Yep.
Craziness. So anyway, on the awards, the big winner was The Artist, right? Wasn't that the? They won. I think they won 5 Oscars, and including the one for Best Picture, Director, and Lead Actor. Now, have either of you seen that movie?
I have not.
I have not.
I haven't seen it either, so there's really not a whole lot we can say about it. But what I do know is that it's silent, right?
Yes.
Right.
They mentioned that I think the lead actor says two
Two words. Yeah.
I wonder what the 2 words were.
I know.
The end. I guess
And it has the dog. The dog got a lot of attention.
Yes.
The dog.
And I love that because I'm a
The dog was
dog
cute.
activist. So
What
I like
kind
to
of
see
dog
the
was it?
dog.
Is that a Jack
Looked like
Russell?
a little Jack Russell. Yeah, very cute.
That was cool.
I liked that.
Yeah, so there was a lot of French accents going on during the show, which is I love the French accent on people. I just think it's so cool. So that was kind of neat. Best lead actress. I was tweeting while this was going on, just being a jackass like I normally am, and I thought I caught a mistake because Billy Crystal said about Meryl Streep that she's been nominated 17 times.
Yes.
And
It has won twice, I believe.
You're right. It has
Before
won
last
twice. So 14 times she hasn't, been able to win. And I'm like, wait a minute. Not even me and my math. 17 minus 2 is 15.
Right.
So I was like, come on, Billy, you screwed up. He didn't screw up because her award that evening, her category wasn't announced yet.
Oh.
So yeah, she was nominated 17 times, but the 17th time they haven't decided if she won or not
Got
yet.
it.
So she
Interesting.
really only did lose 14 times. So then I thought I'd cover my butt then by saying, yeah, but she's going to lose. There's no way Meryl Streep's going to win. And she won.
Aww.
So Meryl Streep won for Iron Lady, where she plays, Margaret Thatcher, right? Have you seen
I
that?
haven't seen that either,
Me
but I
neither.
would
I haven't
really
seen it.
like to see that.
Meryl Streep's a great actor.
She
So
is
yeah,
phenomenal
She's
and
amazing.
classy.
anytime she wins something, I can't even really complain too much about it because she's just fantastic. She gets all the best roles too, so she deserves all the awards she gets. I guess it's been like almost 20 years though.
That's what I was
between
saying.
awards.
Since the 80s was when
Yeah.
she received her last award.
I really honestly wanted to see the lead actor from The Help get the best actress. I forget what her name was.
Oh, the Octavia.
Octavia Spencer, I think, was
She-
the supporting.
Oh
Right?
yeah, she did win that one, supporting.
Yeah, but
Emma Stone,
Emma Stone was good. Yeah, I guess they figured Emma Stone was a supporting actor as well, right?
was she?
But I thought she was the lead
thought
actor.
she was the lead
But the other girl that had the reddish brown hair was sitting in front with the green dress. Oh.
Okay, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought she was going to win because she was fantastic too. She played Abby, the Abilene, the main girl in it. I also was kind of hoping that The Help was going to win Best Movie, but it didn't. So be it.
I have a huge fan of that movie. It was
Yeah,
so
me too.
well done.
So you did see that? You saw The
Really
Help?
was. Loved that movie.
That was really good. It's one of the rare movies where they did the movie as well as the book. I mean, usually
Yeah.
the book's so much better, but this time they did a great job with it.
That's amazing.
The best supporting actor was Christopher Plummer from The Beginners.
Oh, which I loved that movie.
Really?
I loved him. I was so happy to see him win that.
And he's 82 years old.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was-
he was the oldest they
Yeah,
said
he's
to
the
ever
oldest.
receive that.
He was funny. He looked at the statue and he says, I'm only 2 years younger than you. Why is it
so
taking so
cute.
long for us to meet?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a good guy. So what was The Beginners about? Or was it called
Oh, well,
Beginners?
it was
not
so
called
cool.
Beginners?
So his role in that, and I love Ewan McGregor, who played his son too.
Mm-hmm.
But that Christopher Plummer is his father, and his mother dies, and then a couple years after that, he comes out of the closet at like 70 plus years old, you know, that he's gay.
Oh, wow.
And he had been gay all that time. He'd been married to, you know, Ewan McGregor's mom. And so he just goes out and lives life, and he gets a male partner, and he has parties, and he does all the things that you would say, yeah, it's too late for you. He does it all.
Wow.
And I
Okay,
love
that sounds
it.
like an
It's
interesting
fantastic.
movie. Yeah, I would definitely go see that. And he was
Yeah.
good in it.
Oh, it was amazing.
He had to be one, right?
One of us, he did an interview. I can't remember who it was with, but it was so touching how about his wife and how, you know, that she saved his life. And they were like, well, how was that? And he said, because I used to really like the drink. And he said, you know, and he thought it was just fun and glamorous and part of Hollywood and his acting lifestyle. And she said, no, you're not cute and it's not funny. And then he listened to her and he never took a drink again. And in his speech last night, he mentioned her and he said, you know, she saves my life every day. And I just like got all choked up because you could tell it was so heartfelt and so genuine, and he could not, you know, that was where his gratitude lied, was if it weren't for her, he wouldn't even be standing there. So
Yeah. Well, a lot of the actors finally did do that. They gave a lot of gratitude towards the spouse, which I think, you know, anytime to be married to an actor has got to be, you know, stressful. Just I think about how much time they're spending away from each other, and you know, especially if they're both actors, and it's really crazy. The best screenplay went to Midnight in Paris. Did you see that one?
I did see that. I saw that flying on an airplane, and it was good.
It was okay.
It was cute,
yeah, I thought it was
you know.
okay. I mean, it's funny because I guess Woody Allen always snubs the Oscars. He just doesn't want to be involved with
I've
it at
never
all.
seen him around.
No, and he's right. I mean, he's like, this is nonsense, really. Look who's voting and look who wins all the time. I mean, Avatar got beat by The Hurt Locker, which is ridiculous, you know, considering
That was
how big each movie
ridiculous.
was.
I agree.
So Midnight in Paris was Woody's movie. I guess he actually did the screenplay, right? So he didn't obviously show. I thought for sure they can't possibly give the award to Midnight in Paris because he's not going to be there, and they got to know he's not going to be there. But I think they just keep poking him, hoping he shows up. Best cinematography, I thought, was the perfect pick, Hugo. Have you seen Hugo?
Oh yeah, I just saw
It was
that.
gorgeous.
Unbelievable.
Did you see it in 3D?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, wasn't that
yes,
something?
I did. Really was.
The 3D was just amazing in that. I think I talked about it last week a little bit. Yeah, go see that.
Okay.
Take
Yeah,
Marcola
I highly recommend
over
that
there
one.
to see Hugo. And that won 5 awards also, but most of the awards for Hugo were in the cinematography and the artistic end of it. So it actually won the same number of awards as the artist, but not the big awards, so
Yeah.
it doesn't get the accolades. But I'm sure Marty Scorsese's fine with it. So as far as upcoming movies go, this is a series of books that I've read, and I think most people have read, or at least a part of the way into it, called The Hunger Games. Have you read those?
No,
Heard about those?
I keep hearing about those books, but no, I haven't read them.
The movie's coming out, I want to say March 23rd-ish, somewhere in March. And the books were just, I thought, brilliant. It's almost like Twilight but for adults, kind of. I'm curious to see how they're going to handle it in the theater. The transition, is it going to be a PG movie? Is it going to be an R movie? Because it's kind of I don't know. It's a strange subject. It's a future planet where people have, you know, starting to run out of resources, and they are in tribes, and there's a main government that's governing these tribes. And in order to figure out how to distribute all the resources, they have the tribes compete. And the way they pick competitors is they pick one boy and one girl from each tribe between the ages of 13 and 18 in a random drawing, and they go into this arena and they fight to the death. And the winning tribe gets, you know, extra resources and accolades. It's funny because there's a lot of parallels with sports, like football and baseball, and how the fans are just crazy about certain athletes, and you know, especially when the athletes obviously these athletes don't want to even be involved in this.
Yeah.
But this has potential of being a huge movie. I mean, really huge. I thought the Dan Brown one, it was not Angels and Demons. What was the big one that Dan Brown did? Da Vinci Code. I thought that, because that book was so big, I thought that movie was going to just blow up, but it didn't. So it might or might not happen here. I don't know.
Interesting topic, though.
Yeah, so I look forward to that movie. I think we're almost running out of time. I wanted to mention that future guests we're going to have on the show are going to be a chiropractor. I have a divorce attorney signed up. That'll be interesting. Matchmaker, acupuncturist, interior designer. Melissa's going to come back and talk about wine a little bit, and I also have a jewelry designer coming on. But I want to thank Dr. Amanda Ward from Bloom for coming on from Encinitas. Visit her, give her a call. You definitely want to check her out. And Kathy, hope you feel better. Thank you for toughing it out. And thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next Monday.